Hi, Caleb with Brownells here, and in today's product spotlight, we're going to be talking about my favorite castle nut. I know people think, the castle nut is more of a inconsequential part whenever it comes to the AR-15, but it's the little parts like this on AR-15 that actually make a build cool, or make a build better than it can be, or better than it is. So today we're going to be talking about the Forward Control Designs CNF, and this is probably the best castle nut ever made. So I'm just going to go ahead and break open the package here. And I know the first question you're going to ask, what's the difference between this and just a standard mil-spec castle nut? And more importantly, how are people going to know I'm using a cool castle nut versus a standard castle nut? And I'll just show you here. So this is the Forward Control Designs castle nut here. As you can see, it still has the notches cut in it that every castle nut has, every modern castle nut has, so that you can actually get a wrench on it. And then because it's Forward Control Designs, you have these cool dimples here, so that all the dudes at the range and all the homies on Reddit know that you're actually using a cool product. But no, in all seriousness, it's made out of the same 4140 steel that a mil-spec castle nut is supposed to be made out of, but they're nitride coated rather than phosphate coated. And there's not a lot of areas on AR-15 where your parts can rust, but that's actually one of the parts I see rust kind of more than anything else, is the castle nut and end plates in most cases. Just because they're phosphate coated, people don't usually upgrade them to a better coating like this one here. And because they're, kind of right up there against your face area. So, if you're doing a lot of stuff with your AR-15 like you should be, there's a lot of sweat and stuff that can get on it, and then sweat is salt water, so it's just going to rust that part. With this, you don't have to worry about that because it's nitride coated. Now, another really cool thing they did here was whenever you stake your castle nut, and if you kind of know my opinion on that, you should be staking your castle nut. It has the notches so that you can actually move the metal into it from there, which we'll do a video on that, don't worry about it. How to stake the castle nut. And if you look at this standard mil-spec castle nut here, let me just grab it so you can see. This one, I promise I didn't stake this one, but this one's not even technically staked. But you can see the notch there where you would move metal into that stake mark. And since you've seen that one, if you take a look at this one, they use a 30-degree angle on that cut right there, so you can have a better, more secure staking because you're able to move more metal into it, which is a really cool feature there. So yes, always stake your castle nuts. That's just kind of my personal thing. I know there's a lot of mixed stuff on that, but whatever. Point is, this is a really cool castle nut to have, and it actually has some good features, some good functional features, other than just cool factor. And that is the CNF castle nut Forward Control Designs castle nut from Forward Control Designs. That's a nameful right there. So if you have any experience with this product, or if you think you know one better, which you probably don't, I'd be happy to prove you wrong. But regardless, post that down in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.